We all love stories of amazing inventions, right? Breakthroughs that seem almost miraculous, magical. But sometimes what we think is a wonder is actually something else, an illusion, a trick. And in rare cases, the greatest marvel may be not the invention itself, but how long and how completely it fooled us. Welcome to the World Time Capsule, where we dissect history's most fascinating frauds, marvels, and mysteries. Today, we're rewinding the clock to the late 18th century and unwinding the incredible story of the Mechanical Turk, an automaton that baffled the world for nearly 85 years. How did this turbaned figure seemingly possess strategic thought? Who was pulling the strings, literally and figuratively? Let's open the cabinet on this masterpiece of deception. Our story begins in 1770 at the Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna. Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen unveils his creation before Empress Maria Theresa. It's a life-sized figure of a man in Ottoman robes and a turban seated behind a large wooden cabinet. On top sits a chessboard. Before each performance, Kempelen would dramatically open various doors and drawers in the cabinet, revealing a complex tangle of gears, levers, and clockwork. He'd use a candle to show there were no hidden compartments, or so it seemed. Then he'd invite a challenger. Kempelen would wind up the machine and, incredibly, the Turk would come to life. Its head would turn, its arm would lift, and its wooden fingers would grasp and move the chess pieces with deliberate skill. The Turk became an international sensation. Kempelen, and later its subsequent owner Johann Melzel, toured it across Europe. It defeated nearly everyone it played, including accomplished chess players. In Paris, it reportedly played and impressed Benjamin Franklin. Perhaps its most famous encounter was with Napoleon Bonaparte in 1809. Eager to test the machine, Napoleon sat down to play. According to accounts, Napoleon deliberately made an illegal move. The Turk calmly picked up the piece and put it back. Napoleon tried another illegal move. The Turk removed the piece from the board entirely. When Napoleon attempted a third illegal move, the Turk dramatically swept its arm across the board, scattering the pieces. Napoleon was reportedly amused by the machine's temper. So how did it really work? Was it magic? Advanced clockwork intelligence? Nope. It was pure, brilliant illusion. Inside that large cabinet, cleverly hidden by false machinery and partitions, sat a human chess master. The cabinet was designed so that as Kempelen opened doors on one side, the operator could slide on a rolling seat into the other, obscured section. The visible clockwork was mostly window dressing, but how did the hidden player see the board and control the arm? Ingenious underneath. The main chessboard squares were small magnets. When an opponent placed a metal-based piece on a square, the magnet would attract a corresponding small metal disc on a string inside the cabinet, telling the operator which piece was moved where. The operator had their own smaller chessboard and replicated the game. To move the Turk's arm, they used a sophisticated pantograph system, a series of linked levers that mirrored the operator's arm movements on the hidden board to the Turk's external arm, allowing precise control of the pieces. Of course, suspicions always existed. People noted the machine needed frequent winding, perhaps allowing the operator breaks, and that it seemed to perform less well if the operator inside, who changed over the years, was potentially ill or fatigued. Various exposés were published, some getting close to the truth, others wildly inaccurate. Famously, Edgar Allan Poe wrote a detailed essay attempting to deduce the secret, correctly guessing a human was inside, though he got some mechanical details wrong. Despite the suspicions, the illusion was so well maintained that the Turk continued to fascinate audiences for decades. After Melzel's death, the Turk ended up in the Chinese Museum in Philadelphia. Its final move came in 1854, when a fire swept through the museum, destroying the legendary automaton and seemingly taking its secrets with it. Although the son of the final owner later revealed the full details, the Mechanical Turk remains a landmark in the history of stage magic, engineering, and our relationship with technology. It tapped into a deep human fascination with automata and artificial intelligence, centuries before computers existed. It wasn't real AI, but it simulated it brilliantly, forcing people to question the boundaries between human and machine. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity, both in building machines and in deceiving fellow humans. A perfect, intricate artifact for our unusual world time capsule. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to hear from you. What's the most ingenious hoax you've ever heard of? Or what are your thoughts on the history of artificial intelligence? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed Unmasking the Mechanical Turk, please checkmate that like button. It helps the channel make its next move. And be sure to subscribe to the World Time Capsule and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration of historical intrigue. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Until next time, stay curious and keep those brain cells firing. All aboard the time machine. We're off to explore more historical oddities. Don't forget to join us for another intriguing tale. And remember, in the grand theater of history, we're all just pawns in the game. Well, maybe not that one. That's the host from the channel. And until next time, keep asking questions.